Hey everybody. So it occurred to me last night at about 11:30 at night that I had forgotten to post my video. I had promised for Thursday. Anyway, apologies. It is Friday. Here I am. Um, so here's an update on what's going on. It's been over a month since I last did a stream. Uh, Went through my surgery. I lost a lot of weight. I actually feel really good. Look at that. That's even better too. Uh, um, but we have been on hold because the medical people, after the surgery and after they got the pathology back from the tumor that they found, the carcinoma, they changed my treatment plan from 3 more rounds of chemo to 5 weeks of radiation and a pill chemo. And part of the reason why they did that too was because they wanted to get me off of the other chemo because I was so bad, because I was so sick and everything like that during the other chemo. So they changed it over. Hopefully, this one will be easier on me. They are saying that I am probably going to be nauseous because the radiation is going to hit part of my stomach, which, by the way, I have about 39% of now. Which is kind of nice. I do have to admit it's it's something that I'll talk about in just a second. I want to finish up with the treatment part. But yeah, so we have been on hold waiting for insurance to get back and approve the new treatment plan. There was a lot of, hey, hurry up, let's get this done. Then it's been a lot of wait. It's been extremely frustrating. Mentally, I got to admit, it's caused me to take a bit of a hit mentally because I I haven't been able to plan anything because I don't know how I'm going to react to this radiation and chemo. I don't know. My husband doesn't know. My daughter doesn't know. My stepson doesn't know. Nobody knows how I'm going to react. So we don't know how much help I'm going to need. So it's been extremely frustrating waiting for this. And I mean, I get it. They need to reassess everything, but I do think that the way that the length of time that they do this, the amount of time that happens, and for the lack of information that I've been getting has been just so. 2 weeks ago, I started making phone calls trying to find out if I was approved for. Well, about 2 weeks ago, I went in for the radiation uh, uh, consultation and everything like that. They submitted the paperwork. Insurance went, hey, we this is different. So it took insurance at least a day to look through the file, decide that they needed more information, another day for them to create the letter asking the doctor for the information. I received a copy of it, as is the per law. I received the copy of the letter that they sent to the doctor asking for more information. So that was 2 days right there that they spent. Then there's another 3 to 5 days, or even 7, depending on whether it was mailed during the week or during a weekend. So that's a whole week right there that could have been solved, honestly, with an email. But HIPAA does not allow that. It also could have been solved with a fax, which I do believe HIPAA allows, because the medical people are faxing in and out all the time. And that's the thing, is that they are constantly saying, fax it in. Oh, we can't accept email. We can't talk about it. We can't give you this information over email. We can't send you this information over email. It has to be by fax. Okay, you want to go by that ancient way? Fine. Let's do fax. But good God, I mean, what the hell? This is ridiculous. 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks. And in that 2 weeks, I had also scheduled with the radiology. I had said, hey, let's go ahead and schedule my radiation simulation. so that we have that locked in, and hopefully insurance will get back to us and let us know that I've been approved and we can move the date up. So today is Friday the 28th of June. I had made this appointment 2 weeks ago in the hopes that I would be approved. And I have been calling, trying to get a hold of the third party that my insurance company, I'm not naming my insurance company, I'm not calling this out like that. But I have been trying to get a hold of the third party that does the decision making for my insurance policy, for my insurance company. And I have been leaving messages with no response, which really pisses me off because I've been doing that for about 2 days now. I've left them messages. I left one in the morning, one in the evening for 2 days, no response back. Call up the radiology department today and find out, yeah, insurance has approved everything. We're good. I go in today for my radiation simulation, and then I go get the next steps on the appointments for that. Thanks for telling me, way to communicate. Please tell me. And I know this is more of a rant because I have family that work in the medical community. I have friends that work there. I have soul family that work there. Soul family is when you're not actually blood related, but you're that's my sister. So it's not a direct rant to them. It's just, oh my God. And I know that the medical people are battling with the insurance people, and the insurance people are battling with everybody because they need all their information. This needs to be better. Seriously. Communication sucks. I'm watching the Democratic debates yesterday, and they're all going on about healthcare and the debate about universal healthcare. Huge problem to be solved right here and now. That can be solved right here and now. Improve the communication. Step one. Nothing will ever be solved unless you improve communication. Good God, this is simple. Why is it so difficult? And people, no finger pointing and stuff like that. Oh, it's the doctors. Oh, it's the insurance. Oh, it's all this. Just improve the means and methods of communication to streamline these things, because people's lives, hello, my life, my body has been actively trying to kill me. My life depends on this communication. Anyway. Anyway. With that said, this waiting has been very difficult mentally because we are on a one income now. And we're tight. We are tight. And the longer we go on one income, the tighter it gets, because we've been living off pretty much of a savings and his and my husband's bonuses. But how long can we do that? Because we've been extremely fortunate in that his bonuses this year have been very generous, extremely generous. But we can't keep depending on that. I mean, I need, well, even beyond the money, I need to work. I need to do something. I need to kick in something. So, anyway, there's that rant there. I am doing a lot of exercise, and that's something that's real important to talk about to anybody that's had any kind of bariatric surgery. So, bariatric, the gastro and the stomach surgery. One of the things that all the paperwork and all the literature says is that you need to exercise, exercise, exercise. They say it's good for the digestion. They don't talk about how good. So after I got out of the hospital and after I did all that, I did something that was extremely difficult for me. I stuck to 6 weeks downtime. I almost never do that. People who know me know I can barely sit still for 5 minutes, let alone not do anything for 6 weeks. I did try to work during that 6 week period of time, but on my first day out, I wound up going to a location that I had to go up 3 flights of stairs with an armful of groceries, and I realized, ooh, I'm not ready for that yet. So I had to call it a day. But I have beyond that, I have been doing yoga almost every day. My cousin, Dr. Jedediah Ballard, has got a YouTube channel called Fit Enough. That's Dr. Jedediah Ballard. His YouTube channel is Fit Enough. And he's got a series for people getting back into working out, people who either have been out of the workout game for a long time or like me, who have been out of the workout game for a long time. And we've recently had major things come up. So I've been doing his 3 day a week workout, Monday, Wednesday, Friday so far, and I'm doing really good with that. My daughter, my 10-year-old daughter and I have been going for a hike every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I do my cousin Jed's workout video Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. And I do the walking with her Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. She wants to take Friday off, which is fine with me. But we've been doing a 2-mile hike near us on those days, which has been really, really nice because there's actually a portion of the place that we've been hiking that can branch off and add another mile to the hike, but it's almost entirely uphill 1 mile. So it's like, I don't know if I'm ready for that yet. So I'll work up to that. So at this point, looking at, we're going to be starting the 5 weeks of chemo and radiation, probably starting next week. So I'm not entirely looking forward to that, but I will broadcast next Thursday. I will set the reminder. I've already got the script done for that. I've had the script done for if I went through treatment or if there were no more treatment. I've had that script written for ages. What I didn't have a script written for was the in-between time. Holy, oh, God, it's been so hard for my husband too, because he's like, I don't know what to do. I got things I want to go do, and I can't plan them because I don't know what's going to happen. So now we know. Oh. So anyway, that's where I'm at now. While I go through this, I probably will still be losing weight. I'll be honest with you, I have been kind of going a little nuts because there have been certain foods that hurt my stomach before I started this new treatment, before I started the stomach cancer treatment and before the stomach surgery. And one thing that we had discovered from the previous treatment that I got was that I had developed corn intolerance, which I mentioned that before. Same thing would happen to me that happens to people that are lactose intolerant. Well, I have discovered since the stomach surgery that that's not nearly as bad as it was. So I admit I've been going a little bit nuts with that. But I decided, okay, well, I had 2 weeks where I went a little nuts with that, and I'm 6 weeks out. Surgery, first 2 weeks after surgery was soft foods, liquids. Then I went to slowly integrate it into a normal diet, and then at the 5 week mark, I was pretty much eating whatever I wanted. And I did that, which actually slowed down my weight loss, which the nutritionist and everybody wanted me to do. because they were like, you need to not lose weight. You need to let your body heal. Your body going through this period is going to be sucking up all the nutrition it can get. Please give it to it. And I was like, well, we'll see. And like I said, I went a little nuts. It was good. It was fun. But I started noticing that my body is reacting to that little nuts. And so I've kind of gone, okay, I need to steer my nutrition back in line. So I'm back to, doing the more low carb, because I've still noticed that when I stick to the low carb, I do feel better. I really do. I can't do the proper keto though, because, and I found this out, all the literature says, don't eat high fat foods and stuff like that, because you will have dumping syndrome with this kind of, stomach issue. And, that's fine and everything like that. But I have also noticed that when I have a high fat food now, it makes there's what's called late effect or something like that, dumping syndrome. Basically, dumping syndrome is what you think when it's very early on. It's just going right through your body. You feel very flushed. You get very hot. I get the shakes, start sweating like crazy, that kind of stuff. You feel like you're having a heart attack, and then all of a sudden you just take this great big. Sorry for being gross, but that's what it is. The late effect is more along the lines of you feel like your heart is racing, you get shakes, you're sweating, you have hard time focusing, you're a little disoriented. And in my case, the top of my stomach, I can actually feel the top of my stomach, and it feels like it's having trouble allowing something in. So, and then when it gets later on during the night, I will sometimes wake up feeling like something's wrong with my lower intestine, which the next day I wind up having a big one. So again, sorry for being gross, but that's what happens. So anyway, I've noticed that I can't do proper keto, but I can go low carb. I don't go high fat, but I do a moderation of fat, because I do need to, since I'm not doing carbs, I do need to switch in something, and that's got to be, the fat. So apparently my body, though, does really good off of very low carb and very low fat. Well, not very low fat, but lower fat. It likes a higher protein, so I'm listening to my body on that, and I'm going with that. I'm eating a lot of very lean pork, boneless, skinless chicken breasts. We are having steaks and stuff like that. In fact, we had a lovely beef stir fry the other day that I made. And it's great too, because my husband is not a fan of vegetables. I love vegetables. My husband does not. But it's one of the best ways for me to get him to eat the vegetables, because he loves the stir fry. Like I said, it was a really good beef stir fry. And it really super simple. So anyway, that's where I'm at now. Next week, I'll probably be able to report on how I'm feeling. I'm probably going to, I'm going to be doing the radiation 5 days a week, and I'm going to be doing the chemo 5 days a week. So I plan on broadcasting every Thursday. So by that point, you may see me really, really sick, but I will make the commitment to every Thursday. I will broadcast. I will tell you how I'm feeling, so that if you have something to look forward to on this, like you're going through this or something like that, you're going to see what I'm going through. It's not necessarily what you're going to go through. This is like pregnancy. Each one is different. No two are alike. They're just similar. Anyway, anybody watching, I love you. Thank you for watching. I will be getting better at this as I go along. I promise you. Anyway, thank you for watching. Stay strong.